The people of St. George North have spoken, electing General Secretary of the Barbados Workers Union, Toni Moore, to be their next parliamentary representative. And, in so doing, the first-timer ensured the Barbados Labour Party would retain the riding it held since 1994 after former MP Glenn Clark stepped down and endorsed his successor. On Wednesday night, returning officer Winston Eswick made the announcement at St. George Secondary School, the official counting site.
I therefore declare Ms. Toni Moore to be elected and to be duly chosen representative for the constituency of St. George North to serve in the House of Assembly of this island.
I wish I could say today that I had achieved that objective. I wish I could say that I have fought a good fight and I have finished my course. But my course has only just begun. And one of the first things that I have to do is to keep faith with my commitment to the constituents of St. George North who would have voted for me, and those who would not have voted for me, who I was not able up until now to be able to visit them. That is my commitment, that door-to-door and that 100% objective will be met. Because for all constituents of St. George North, whomever you voted for, that's not important. I'm here to serve, and I'm going to be serving not only out the rest of this term, but here's where the journey begins for as long as God allows.
Prime Minister Mayor Motley said it signaled the start of a great career in politics for Moore.
Glenn in 2018 was an outlier. We all know that. Glenn won 81% of the vote after almost 20 years of representation. Toni Moore tonight gets almost 67% of the vote. Not almost, 67.6%, almost 68% of the vote with 7 weeks on the ground. And 7 weeks on the ground, she was able to do better than Glenn did in 2013 when he got 59% of the vote. She was able to do better than Glenn did in 2008 when he got 54.6% of the vote. This is a commanding and decisive victory for what I predict will be a brilliant career for the people of St. George North, with her representation continuing on the stellar work of Glenn Clark in this constituency. I have seen very few people with a work ethic as Toni Moore. She worked morning, noon, and night every day for 7 weeks. And while she may not have reached every single house, I can tell you she has reached the majority of houses in this constituency. The margin of victory, therefore, is not simply because she is a General Secretary of the Barbados Workers Union. It is my contention that the margin of victory is because of her absolutely high work ethic, which I can commend to the people of Barbados as an example for all of us to follow.
The celebration switched from the counting station to the Glebe playing field, where hundreds came out to cheer their new representative. Meanwhile, Democratic Labour Party candidate Floyd Reifer vowed to continue his work in the community and said a post-mortem would be conducted.
I'll be here again, generation. I'll be coming back stronger. When a man is down, he shows his true character, and I'm a lion. I said that in the campaign, and I remain that. I still remain that I'm a lion. I'm a strong lion, and I will be back.
You said that a lot of the other supporters come on board. Why not? What happened?
I can't say. I can't really answer that question right now. That's something that as we go forward, that we're gonna divulge into in terms of why people didn't come to vote. This probably they're still upset about what happened in the past. So you don't know the reason why. People probably fed up with the politics. People probably fed up with how all the promises that being promised to them. So it could be a lot of reasons why. But obviously within the next year or two, lead us to general election, we'll be finding out why the people that didn't come on board this time.
Head of Solutions Barbados, Grenville Phillips, offered congratulations to Moore and also announced his retirement from elective politics. The other parties in the race are now heading back to the drawing board.